Hey guys, Max Finn here for another paid traffic tip of the day. Today's paid traffic tip number 13. Now I apologize if there's a little bit of an echo, kind of reverb going on. We just moved into a new office and we still need to get the noise canceling, padding on the wall and everything. So I promise going forward, the videos will have a lot less background noise, a lot less echo, but just bear with me. We're gonna keep this tip of the day pretty short today because I don't want you guys to have to deal with all the background noise. So one of the most common questions that I get asked is, how do you tell if an ad is a winning ad, right? What is it about this ad that you look for and know, hey, this is a great ad. We're going to scale this. We're going to move from a test phase to a winning phase. Now, there's obviously a lot of variables here, right? Depends what's the goal of the campaign. Are we talking, purchases, leads, traffic, video views, whatever it might be. But one of the universal KPIs that we set is something the reason I'm doing this video too is I'm doing a presentation tomorrow at War Room with my friend Ezra Firestone, and one of the slides actually talk about this. So I thought it was timely, and you get it one day before everyone in the War Room gets it, although it's 1 point from one slide, but you still get it before everyone else. So with our Unicorn Wealth brand, a lot of our brands were running lead gen at scale, running a lot of traffic around political polls and quizzes and surveys. Virality is a huge component of what makes that successful, right? We want to get our leads as low as possible, which means we want to get our clicks as low as possible, our click-through rates as high as possible. And one of the best and most consistent ways to achieve these goals is to put out content in your ad that is share-worthy, right? That gets shared a lot, because every time somebody shares your ad, you are getting free reach, which means that you are getting free clicks, you're getting free views, you're getting all this free stuff, which has an impact on your overall cost per click, your overall cost per purchase, cost per lead, if you can get enough shares, right? Obviously, one share when an ad's reach 100,000 people, it's not good enough, right? So what is that benchmark? What's that line in the sand? Well, when we roll out new poll ideas for Unicorn Wealth, for example, one of the things that we do is we publish a post, right? So we create what kind of the ad framework would be. We test a new angle, an image, what the ad's going to be, really, if we want to scale it. We publish it on our fan page. We put 20 to 30 bucks behind it in a PPE campaign, page post engagement, and then we watch. And so what we're looking for is a post that gets at least one share for every 100 impressions. So if 100 people see this post, one person needs to share it, ideally more than one. That's our line in the sand. And if that's the case, if we get 2 shares, 3 shares for every 100 people that see the ad, we're going to move this up into an actual campaign. We're going to build it out. We're going to put some work behind it, put some effort behind it, because we know we have a share-worthy, viral, at least in our definition, question, leading, copy, angle, right? So that's our benchmark. That's our line in the sand. I think that's a pretty good line in the sand for everybody to set, regardless of your industry, is shoot for that 1 in 100, right? 1 share for every 100 impressions. Now, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, we look at a lot of different metrics, right? We're not just determining whether we're going to scale something because it got a lot of shares, because obviously there's certain ads sometimes that get a lot of shares, a lot of engagement, but none of those people buy, right? And that's happened to us in the past. However, when you're looking at the math, really it's a numbers game, right, with Facebook. And it's getting more and more expensive on the CPA side, the CPM side, to reach 1,000 people. And so we want to reach as many people as possible organically for free. And so that's why share is such an important metric. Again, too, share is one of those metrics. We're also looking for comments and engagements, likes, loves, all the other things that people do. And typically, we're going to see much higher numbers of comments and engagements than shares. Usually it's likes, loves, hearts, hates is the highest number. Then we have comments, then we have shares. So the math's a little different for likes and comments, but again, shares really is the gold standard. That's the benchmark, because again, a share means that that ad is going to show up on that person's feed, which means that their friends and their network are going to see it. Comments and likes and stuff definitely doesn't have an impact, but it's not as dramatic and profound as a share. So again, paid traffic tip of the day, number 13, our benchmark for whether an ad has legs. It's a share ratio, 1 share for every 100 impressions. If you can hit that with your ads, you have a really, really strong foundation to build on top of. If you're not getting it, If you're getting, you're reaching 5,000 people and you still don't have a share, maybe it's time to go back to the drawing board and rework your copy, rework your creative, make it more share-worthy. The key here, I'll give you one final tip before we leave, a bonus tip. People don't want to share ads that feel out of place. Meaning, if they share these BuzzFeed quizzes and polls and listicles and cute dog videos and puppy videos and politics posts, and that's what they're sharing, they're not going to share your ad that says, get shredded in 8 seconds with our new ad blaster, right? Nobody wants to share that. It's embarrassing to them. They don't want to share it to the network. It doesn't have value. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's not engaging. It's not educational. It's just salesy. Nobody wants to sell their friends. Nobody wants to be that friend that tries to sell their friends like an MLM, right? And obviously there are some friends out there who do that, but most people don't. So if you can craft your ads, especially top of the funnel ads, to mimic and replicate the content that your target demo is actively engaging with in their feed organically, you are going to have a much, much greater chance of getting that share ratio where it needs to be. Think about what would you share, right? If you saw your ad in your feed, this is a good test, and ask your employees, ask your team, ask your friends, ask your family. If you saw this in your Facebook feed, would you share this with your friends? And if the answer is no, you need to ask first why, and then go back to the drawing board, make some changes, go back, present the same question until you get yeses. So there you have it, paid traffic tip of the day, number 13, how you create share-worthy ads.